appeared that the resolution was headed for defeat at first, after some unsure Republicans were planning on voting no. Here's how Tennessee Congressman Tim Burchett started the night. Take a listen.
Currently, I'm a no. There's about 5 of us that are no. I'm not sure why we're going for this vote right now. I'd love to, the 5 of us would love to. It seems that we've all kind of not been included in some of these discussions, and I think that would be the optimal thing to do.
And we know that more discussions were had because it went from at least 5 no's to then only 1. So how did this pull through?
Well, I think at the end of the day, in any big vote like this, there's a lot of pressure. There's just a lot of things swirling around. And at the end of the day, those members that maybe had some concerns were able to get those questions answered and get on board with voting for this. But what's amazing to me is how the Democrats are just misrepresenting this issue completely. They're saying a lot of things, frankly, that are lies. They say that we're cutting Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security. That simply isn't true. And Leader Scalise yesterday invited everybody in the media and everybody in the world to do a word search of that bill and see if those words even appear. And of course they don't. So it's I think really getting that information out there, getting more details to members made folks feel comfortable. Because I'll tell you something that's important to me is relief for Western North Carolina after Hurricane Helene. And so we'll have the funds to be able to do that as well in this budget bill.
Oh, that's good.
So the next stop is going to be obviously the negotiations between the House and the Senate, and that's not going to be easy. I mean, there's going to be sticking points. I mean, Lindsey Graham wants money probably for Ukraine, and you've got folks who want to cut this, cut that. I mean, this is a lot to put together, Congressman. Do you see any sticking points?
Well, I'm sure there'll be things along the way, but look, if you want 435 different opinions, just walk up here to the House, and of course there's 100 over there in the Senate as well. I personally think our opinions are a little better, but hey, but it's going to be fine. We're going to get it worked out because here's the deal. Everybody knows with the election mandate that President Trump received that the people are ready to turn the country around. You know, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. And, you know, this problem that we're in with this national debt, we're nearly $37 trillion in debt, and we pay more in interest every year than we do to fund the entire military of this country. That is insane. And so we're finally at an opportunity where we can turn this around. I firmly believe everybody, at least on the Republican side, will come together and vote for this. And I'm hopeful that some common sense Democrats will vote for it.
Yeah, but we know, and as you said time and time again, the Democrats have been fighting hard against this budget plan, calling it now a billionaire-first budget that cuts Medicaid and food stamps. So here's what House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries had to say yesterday prior to the vote. Take a listen.
The Republican budget represents the largest Medicaid cut in American history. Children will be devastated. Families will be devastated. People with disabilities will be devastated. Seniors will be devastated. Hospitals will be devastated. Nursing homes will be devastated. So let me be clear. House Democrats will not provide a single vote to this reckless Republican budget. Not one.
Congressman, is there any truth to what he is saying there? Can you clear it up? Will all of those groups of people he just listed be devastated?
He's absolutely wrong. There's no way that that's going to happen. We've made it clear that we're going to protect those folks who need Medicaid, that we're going to protect those who are eligible for Medicare, those who've paid into Social Security. They're going to be protected. But I'll tell you what, if someone's in this country illegally, yeah, you know what? Theirs is going to be cut. Or if you're one of these people that's 250, 300 years old, yeah, those benefits are going to get ended. But, you know, they're talking about, I mean, we're talking billions and billions of dollars of wasteful spending. But, I mean, look, every time you talk about, you know, getting rid of waste, Democrats go to that same old playbook of trying to make all these false claims. But, you know, the American people are smart. They know better. And if we don't believe it, just look at the last election results.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.